Ooh, Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Looks like someone misplaced a boat.
While misplacing a boat might seem like a difficult task, I promise if anybody can do it, the Googans will find a way to do it. Welcome back, crew, to this episode of Googans of the Week, and today we're going to explore a little about that. Misplacing boats or finding boats and maybe in places they don't belong. Now, I know it seems difficult. A boat's typically a rather large item. One of those items that would kind of be hard just to lose, but as you can see in these images here, all it takes is a few small mistakes and the next thing you know, that boat might be gone. Now, of course, misplacing a boat, as we're pointing out, could be an easy feat, but one of the things that's a whole lot easier to do even is knowing exactly where the boat is, but just not leaving it in the proper terms, kind of like we see this vessel here. According to this image, it kind of looks like the boat's where it's supposed to be, but it looks like somebody just didn't take the proper care to make sure when they left it there that it was ready for everything it was about to encounter. Now, another situation vessels could encounter is being in a spot they're not supposed to be in, kind of like we'll see in these images here. My biggest question with this one though is why didn't they turn around when they first hit the first time? And speaking of misplacing vessels, I definitely have a feeling this boat is somewhere it definitely does not belong. Misplacing a vessel sometimes is easier said than done, and other times it might even happen while you're there. Maybe you and the crew went out, decided to enjoy a day on the water, and all of a sudden the thing you misplaced wasn't the boat, it was the drain plug, and then you found yourself in a pretty rough spot. Now, sometimes in boating, it won't be about misplacing something or losing it, it might be not realizing something's there. Kind of like when you bring your Uncle Fred down to the lake and he decides to show off some of his moves on the jet ski, but he doesn't realize that the other jet skis are parked on the beach. Then of course there's those times when you bring your buddies out on the boat and you wind up misplacing them and you have to go back and find them a little later. Now, misplacing something's one thing, misjudging it is something completely different. Like when you're coming into the dock, decide you're going to approach it a little faster than you should. You just misjudge it a little bit and misjudge where you need to be on the dock, and things obviously, as we see, can go wrong pretty quickly. Now, of course, this scene doesn't seem misplaced. I mean, a shark probably belongs in the water, but the one thing that's about to happen here, you probably don't belong in the water with the shark. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Googans of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Gene Vieira, Josh Knepp, Jay Wynn, Kevin Rodriguez, Curtis Smith, Kyle Radu, Lucia Pender, and Sean Stevens did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.